14th, and I am your Scottie News anchor, Michael Craig. Here's your Scottie News. In historical news, although historically America has celebrated the activist and author's birthday on the 14th of February, the actual month and date of Frederick Douglass's birth are still unknown. The birth date Americans observe today was chosen based on his autobiographical writings, which revealed that he was told his birth month was February and the year was 1818. According to the National Constitution Center, Douglass wrote about speaking with Captain Thomas Auld, one of his former slave owners, in 1877 about wanting to know his birth details. I told him I had always been curious to know how old I was, and that it had been a serious trouble to me to not know when was my birthday, he wrote. He said he could not tell me that, but he thought I was born in February 1818. Frederick Douglass was a formerly enslaved man who became a prominent activist, author, and public speaker. He became a leader in the abolitionist movement, which sought to end the practice of slavery before and during the Civil War. After that conflict and the Emancipation Proclamation of 1862, he continued to push for equality and human rights until his death in 1895. And now you know a little more about Frederick Douglass and Black history. You've seen the commercials, but I am here to remind you to go to Yogurt Beach on Thursday for our ASB fundraiser. In fact, investigations have uncovered staff members who love frozen yogurt, and here are just a few of them. Be sure to head to Yogurt Beach on Thursday to have some fun with your friends and help support your ASB. You know what else people love? Dairy Queen Blizzards, and Miss Cardenas, our community and school student advocate. And here she is with this week's winner.
Good morning, Scotties. It's time to spin the wheel of names for this week's Blizzard rewards. Congratulations, Yaretsi. It looks like your name was submitted by Mr. Grossman and Miss Wilkinson. Congratulations, Evelyn. It looks like your name was submitted by Mrs. Akins. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to all you teachers and staff members who nominated students last week. In 2 days, your web leaders will have a day to have activities to show each other the love of friendship. It's time for the annual No One Eats Alone Day. Get ready to have some fun playing games and to encourage all students to overcome any and all differences which exist in society. More information is coming. Would you like to be a Scottie News anchor? If so, all you have to do is to contact Mrs. Davis and have a tryout. It's a lot of fun and a great way to stay in the know of what's happening here at Howlands. 6th graders are invited to join the Scottie News Club on Tuesday and Thursday at lunch in the library. Here's our weekly edition, created and produced by your Scottie News. It's time for the Scottie Spotlight. Logan Eggers and his team interviewed Mrs. Ryman to learn all about this fantastic math teacher.
Hi, my name is Houston Aman, and I'm with Miss Raymond. So we're gonna ask you some questions today. So do you have any questions?
Question for you? No, I'm ready for your questions.
All right. So my questions for you are, number one, where are you from?
I am actually from Pennsylvania. I lived in Pennsylvania for 30 years, northeast of Pittsburgh, and I lived in Pittsburgh for 5 years. So, and then I moved here, and I've been here for several years. So, first time living outside of Pennsylvania and moved the whole way across the country.
That's far. What is the hardest grade of math that you have enrolled in?
Okay, so the hardest class I've taken would have been in college for my major, which is my bachelor's degree is geology. I had to take Calculus 2. I definitely considered minoring in math. I, however, did not, but definitely considered that. So it would be Calculus 2.
How long have you been here at Hyde?
This is my 6th year. I got to keep track. It gets harder to remember every year, but this is my 6th year here as a math teacher, teaching 6th grade and 7th grade math over those years.
I would have been 4 when you just came here.
You would have been 4. That's okay. I got a little bit of practice, and unfortunately, I don't have you though. Maybe another time.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
When I heard that you had a baby, and when is it coming?
Yeah, so I am expecting a baby, and my baby is due the middle of March. So I have one little boy who's 2.5, and then I have a little girl coming in March. So definitely excited to have a little boy and a little girl.
That's so cool.
Definitely looking forward to that.
That's all my questions I have for you. Thank you for accepting these and.
Thank you, Joy Houston, for the insight into one of our Scottie teachers. Thank you, Logan and Joy. Next week, Logan and Joy Houston will be back to interview our very own ASB president, Kaden Andrews. That's it for this Tuesday's Scottie News. Today's Valentine's Day, but don't worry if you don't have a Valentine this year. It's just one day a year, and we should truly show those around us that we care about them. Not just today, but every day. So those who are single, you truly aren't alone. You are all part of the Scottie family, and trust me, you have a trusted adult here who is just waiting to listen to you. For Michael Craig, your Scottie Press, have a great day here at HMS.